Show me life, show me love. Make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love.
I'm back at the Castle Pass area, and I, on Monday, went up Basin Peak and back. That's about a 10-mile hike. I can't remember the elevation. I'll have to add that in the video. But today, the plan is to go up Castle Peak and then take the saddle over to Basin Peak. And again, having to wave off the mosquitoes, even though I used bug spray. But yeah, and then there's a group of about 4 people that'll start an hour after I did. My husband, Blair, and some friends from Davis, and probably one person from Reno. Okay. And there is Castle Peak. You can see Castle Peak from everywhere, from other hikes and from Highway 80. This is where the Pacific Crest Trail comes in. So we'll take that up to this little saddle, which I'm almost to, between Andesite Peak and Castle Peak, and then start to do a use trail up Castle Peak. So here is an important intersection. I went down that way to get to Basin Peak over there. You go up this trail here to get to Castle Peak, and then this direction there's a trail that will take you up a little Andesite Peak over there. I have started my climb. I'm going to get to just below the peak and then cross over on the saddle. And so far it's just been a little bit up and down, well, up and flat I should say. But I know it does get steep because I've been up there. So this is the kind of stuff that can get really slippery coming down, which is what we probably will face up there. I've only been up there in the snow, so I don't know what the trail's actually like. But yeah, that's why I don't like coming down, because you just hit those rocks and they're like ball bearing. What's great about a hike like this is you get these 360-degree views for a really long time. And I don't mind climbing if I can just take my time, enjoy the journey, and enjoy the view. So there's the saddle between Castle Peak and Andesite Peak, and then you can see Andesite Peak there. So I've climbed a lot, and as you can see, I still have a long ways to go because the trail is up there on that saddle. So you do pretty much, it looks like, have to get close to the top. And climbs and climbs. I can see someone who passed me way up ahead up there. There's a lot of these rocky areas to climb. I'm on a little trail just below the peak of the castle, and I'm hoping this is going to take me to the saddle of between Castle and Basin. And I'm really hoping that the terrain getting down to the saddle isn't like what I just came up, because that was slippery and rocky and steep. So hopefully this won't be so bad. But it is a fair climb once you get down there back up to Basin. So you really are climbing 2 mountains. This is coming down from Castle Peak. This appears to be the beginning of this trail that goes along the saddle, which from a distance just looks like such an easy, pleasant trail. But when you get a little closer, it's not quite as gentle as it looks from the distance. But wow, look at this view of the other side of Castle Peak. Isn't that, look at all the snow. There's still so much snow over there. I keep thinking just over the next hill will be the final climb to the summit, but then another hill shows up. But it's well worth it for this view. This is to me, the best part of the hike is getting to do this ridge, this saddle between the two mountains. The views are just so amazing, and it's pretty pleasant. There's a little bit up and down, but not too bad. It's amazing what you can do just by putting one foot in front of the other. There's the summit, I believe, anyway. So my last climb. And over there is Castle Peak, and then the saddle that I just hiked. And somewhere is my husband and our friends. Probably not that far behind.
All right, so here we are, we're on the trail coming from Castle Peak and heading toward Basin Peak. And gosh, this is east-facing stuff, but still nice snow tucked in there. And then there's Mark and Beth and Cheryl. And then my dear wife Celia is quite a ways ahead. She's probably up almost on Basin Peak by now, up to the left there. But what a day. And we started, go back this way. That valley way in the distance is Carpenter Valley. That's really beautiful. And then if we go this way, we go back and we're looking now at Castle Peak. So we're north of it. looking south to Castle Peak. Beautiful.
I looked on Find My Husband, and they were still pretty far behind me, and I did not want my muscles to get too cold sitting there very long, so I decided to descend. So this is the other side of Basin Peak. This is a pretty good trail most of the way down. There is a couple of slippery areas. It was pretty steep towards the top, and it looked a little slippery, but my shoes held well. Just off the Pacific Crest Trail is the Sierra Club's Peter Grubb Hut that is available by reservation year-round. It's about 2.5 miles from my car. We also have a video of Blair and his friend Derek skiing to Basin Peak, which shows them skiing over the top of this hut. See the car up ahead? I'm almost done.
Show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love.